Hello Gemini, Gemini Rising and Gemini Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting March 27th, 2017. And a quick reminder if you guys remember, your monthly astrology horoscopes for April are up. They're on the main channel page under their own playlist. And of course, if you ever do want to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. You can schedule an appointment there or order a downloadable video file. So what is going on with the astrology this week for you Gemini people? Well, at the very beginning of the week, we've got a new moon in Aries in your 11th house of friendships and social networking, and there could actually be a new friend or perhaps even a new potential partner in crime showing up for you this week. And this might be kind of nice as far as a new beginning is concerned, because this could be pulling you into a stronger, more cohesive and more involved and loyal social circle over the next few months. This could indicate a new beginning with an existing social circle, or perhaps even maybe you and a couple of your closest and your nearest and dearest decide to form a new circle around yourselves and pull it off quite nicely. Now the thing is, Venus retrograde is still in that 11th house up until the end of the month. So you may be noticing that not everyone is willing to go forward with this. Some people might feel like they're being abandoned, or that they're being judged. Insecurity can happen with Venus retrograde, but that doesn't mean we should put off the new, and hold ourselves or our friends who really do want to have this evolution back. Don't hold nobody back, honestly. We also have at the beginning of the week, Mars in your 12th house of your past, your privacy, your hidden zone, forming a sextile to Neptune in your 10th house of career, which can also be a very strong financial house, and some backup could be coming your way from somebody from your past. With Mars in the 12th house, this could be an old friend, somebody from way, way back when, showing up with an offer, or maybe even showing up with an opportunity after reconnecting with you. And all of this could be linked to that new moon energy. Now, Neptune does like to provide assistance, but because this is all concerning a lot of the 12th house, this may be something that they kind of come up with out of the blue, maybe working in a situation where, you have no familiarity with what's going on, but they will be taking you under your wing should you take this up. Later on in the week, we've got Jupiter in your 5th house of love, romance, and your relationships with your children, forming a tense square with Pluto in your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, and intimacy. And interestingly enough, when we see a square between Jupiter and Pluto, typically we've got to see, if we need to check in with a lover or check in with a child when it comes to expenses that need to be, gotten under control. And this might be, a school program that that we have our kid in. Or this may be just sort of, too much money being spent on, toys and goodies. Or maybe this is a situation where our partner has been, maybe, putting money in places where they shouldn't. This could also be a time where, on the romantic and sensual front, however, things are getting very hot and very romantic indeed for a lot of you. Just be careful not to burn the candle at both ends. It can be a lot of mixed messages going on between the tension and the passion play that I see going on here. For your spiritual advice when it comes to your cards, we do have the card of the Yule Singer. Okay, and the Yule Singer, Gemini, does talk about a need to enjoy a bit more time spent with frivolity, with play, taking some downtime, but taking it in the company of others. And the other thing about the Yule Singer can talk about boosting morale around you. That's going to be a very important thing, whether it's boosting morale with your friends, boosting morale with your family, your co-workers, because the Yule Singer talks a lot about a need to find a light in a dark space, in a tense situation. You may be called upon to sort of be creating that nice distraction or that nice way for people to recharge their batteries this week. Sometimes people don't like that. Some people feel like that's kind of like disrespectful, it's irreverent, it's not honoring a person's negative emotions. But with the Yule Singer, it's important to remember that that's not always true. The most effective and powerful people still have that hope, that light, that spark inside them that can come from a boost in their morale and possibly a break to clear their heads. For your emotions with water and your romantic, not your emotions, just skipping all the cards. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we have the Nine of Wands reversed. And this is kind of a neat card because, sometimes the Nine of Wands reversed, kind of gives us, again, it's a mixed message. You just got to take everything all at once, the good and the bad. And with the Nine of Wands reversed, this can be great, though, for a lot of you who've been feeling like you've been pushed up against a shut door or a glass ceiling. Because with the Nine of Wands reversed, that ceiling, that door is getting bust open this week. If you've been feeling like maybe there's a company or a corporation you've been trying to work for, a promotion or a raise you've been trying to negotiate, and people have been sort of ignoring you, they've not been getting back to you, maybe you're making some kind of statement, you've been trying to work out a deal to get qualified for a loan or a mortgage, or maybe you're trying to simply, renegotiate a financial situation where you and your partner or you and your family do need more money coming. The Nine of Wands reversed is saying finally that resistance is gone, which is a really, really nice bit of information to have. However, with the Nine of Wands reversed, it's also incredibly important to pay attention to where this week, just because it's down doesn't mean we need to be trusting everyone who's willing to be, going out of their way to loan or share. Okay? Make sure there's an equitable exchange in what you're doing, because sometimes the things that we think we're getting for free are the most expensive ones of all in the long run. So make a deal. Don't just simply make it about being on the take. It will seem tempting, because you might think a guardian angel's out there working for you, but it does need to be a 50-50 or at least an equitable exchange. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Three of Cups reversed. Okay, so when it comes to the Three of Cups reversed, there's no easy way of saying it. Luckily, it's not necessarily happening to you, but there is some infighting going on. There may be a conflict going on between two friends, two relatives, relatives of friends, relatives, maybe in an issue where a partner and a friend, or a partner and a relative, are just simply not getting along. And with the Three of Cups reversed, what can typically happen is that you are expected to kind of be the diplomat, the emissary, and the peacemaker all at once. The thing about this is, you are an adult, they are adults, I'm assuming. If you're under 18 and you're watching this video, learn a lesson. The Three of Cups reverse is basically saying here, the only thing that you really are obligated to do is make sure that this conflict does not affect people that are not involved in this conflict. Make sure that, you can contain it, you can build them an arena to fight it out in with foam swords, whatever you gotta do. But this week, this personality clash, or whatever it is, will be very pronounced. It's not up to you to make the peace, because they're not going to turn it on you. For your challenge this week with fire, we've got the Two of Pentacles upright. Alright? Again, cognitive dissonance, it's the way to go, I guess, this year. That is going to be the big word of 2017, excuse me. 2016 was all about splitting and not splitting, and that was a total failure. But this year, it's going to be about cognitive dissonance. And the Two of Pentacles, as far as a challenge, can kind of say, look, again, keeping all of your priorities in a row and not piling more on is going to be, the issue, because you're going to feel like you have to drop something to make peace with everyone else. Again, you're looking for fast solutions. I think that you might just be looking for certainty a lot this week. I'm just looking for certainty and for guarantees so I can relax and just set it and forget it. It's not going to happen, I'm sorry, Gemini. The Two of Pentacles upright as a challenge can also indicate here, again, being able to hold on to two volatile situations or two volatile people, not getting involved, but not dropping either of them either. Okay? So again, it's not your thing to work out, whatever this is. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we've got the Six of Pentacles upright. Single Geminis, this is the week where people are starting to take chances on each other. Alright, if you've been waiting for an opportunity to perhaps ask a certain so-and-so out, and you wonder if there's going to be an opportunity or a chance, you can make your move this week. If somebody asks you out, there's no harm in going on a date. It's just lunch, it's just dinner. There shouldn't be that much emotional currency in the first date. And with the Six of Pentacles upright, there's a lot of yes answers going around. Alright, because the Six of Pentacles is one of those cards that can indicate a black and white yes. And I like this for you because the Six of Pentacles can indicate a need to pay attention to where, maybe it's a good idea for you to take a chance on somebody. For those of you who are currently coupled, the Six of Pentacles upright says that you and your partner are going to need to, again, start practicing a bit more yeses with others, but also with the Six of Pentacles, there's a bit of an additional meaning. One of the things you've got to pay attention to is where we are dividing our time fairly and effectively. Okay, because the Six of Pentacles can talk about making sure everyone gets what's fair, not more, not less. It's not about entitlements this week. It's about sharing equally across the board. This could be talking about how do we even things out with the amount of time, energy, and spending money we put with our kids, with each other, with our social lives, with what we're spending, however we're doing it. But we need to even this out because it seems like there may be some preferential treatment, even on accident, even subconscious, going on that needs to be addressed. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you'd ever like to get a session, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com.